Hi, this is Lee Ellis with another session of Leading with Honor Coaching. Last month I talked about unity and how our country came together, those 13 colonies came together and formed our nation to bring unity to us so we could have freedom. That was a wonderful thing. It's pretty high level talk. This month I want to take the idea of a problem of being divided all the way down to the local level, to the workplace where you and I are. You see, the workplace, we need trust, we need unity, we need alignment, we need cohesion. We learn in the military that organizations need cohesion. Teams that have cohesion are able to pull off some great victories. That's the way it is for your team and my team also. But there's a big effort now to divide us, and so let's take a look at that. I'm concerned about some of the messages that are coming out that are intended to actually divide us. And we're seeing more and more of that in the media. We hear it from politicians who, running against somebody or another party, are really trying to bring everybody into their party, but in the effort, they're really throwing a lot of stuff at the other party and really making it very difficult, emotionally difficult, to listen to all that and stay calm and visit and talk with other people who have different worldviews about things that are political. Well, how are we going to handle that? I think it's important for us to understand that what is dishonorable is going to divide. Dishonor divides because dishonor is based usually upon duplicity, distortion, deceit, and that's a problem because then we are not dealing with the truth. The true message is one that's based on truth and logic that works. Now, I understand and agree that truth can have various perspectives on it. If you're looking at the mountains out one side, you may see snow, and on the other side, you see no snow at all, but you're both seeing the same mountain. So one person is convinced it's snowy, and the other person says there's no snow. So we have to understand that. We have to be willing to listen to each other and give respect to each other if we're going to communicate and stay united. So, in the POW camps, we had propaganda 3 times a day. They were always trying to divide us, but also to win us over to their side so that we would make anti-war propaganda for them. They were depending on propaganda. It was an easy thing for us to do in many ways, I think, because we had the honor code and that bound us together. The hard thing, though, was just listening to this stuff over and over again that was obviously intended to deceive us and to win us over to their side. When I came home, things were okay and our country started to heal back in 1973. And over the years, we've had some issues come up and down. But in the most recent years, with the media, the social media so evident and so pushing on us, we're all engaged in it pretty much one way or the other. The messages that are coming out are so strong, so emotional, and quite often so intended to be a narrative that's not quite the truth, to pull you off course and to get you onto their side, to win you over emotionally. Whether it's seeing somebody being pushed over, an old person being pushed over the cliff by a politician, and that's the way they're going to treat old people if they're elected, that sort of message, all the way down to just the simple things that we see in social media. So how are we going to combat that? Well, first of all, I think we need to see that it's coming to a place near you. It's coming to the workplace, and that's going to divide our teams, and so we need to have a plan to deal with that. I think the most important plan, and I've seen this recently in some senior military leaders, where they're talking about being willing to listen to each other, showing respect and trust, but also holding people accountable for saying things that are appropriate and trustworthy. Now, as a leader, how are you going to do that? I keep going back to the honor code as being a great way to do that because it's a real battle for anybody to live up to that. But when you do and give it your best effort, good things are going to happen. So think about this from your perspective. How can we deal with the messages and the narratives that are coming our way that are not true, that are actually trying to divide us? Many of them are funded, maybe are put out by good people, but many of them are being funded by people that just want to rip this country apart. They want to divide us so they can conquer us. So let's be alert to that, and let's try to sit down with each other and talk and listen in a respectful way and come to an agreement on how we can work together, even though we may see things a little bit differently. That's what our country was founded on, and that's what we need to be doing today. And if you do so, what it's going to do is going to create a culture where business and different organizations can operate in a healthy way. Be a healthy leader. Lead with honor. And I look forward to seeing you again next month.